Cash rules everything around me. Green, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Yeah.
The kind of vibe that I think that has been going for the chat, as well as that, like, I always ask myself why. Like, why do I do all these things? Why do I go out and approach women? Why do I work on myself? And it's because I want to live an unreal life, like an extraordinary life. And I hope that's the reason why all you guys are contributing and a part of it too, is because the word average like disgusts you, because like that's literally like in me, like it makes me sick and pissed off. The word average. So that's what I hope, that's what I kind of want the culture to be around, and I think we're totally doing that. So really cool. So obviously I'm going to talk about mindset in terms of game and pickup, but also it all relates to just life and life in general. And I know you guys all love pickup, you like going out to get women, but the question I always ask myself, and this is something that's helped me a lot, is why do I pursue women? Why do I do this? Is it just for the girls? Is it just for getting laid? Is it to look cool in front of my buddies? Those are all decent and fine answers, but they're not going to make lasting change in your development, right? So getting in touch with that why is huge. And so something that's helped me a lot, I've been doing game for about 5 years, very, very consistently. Started out, I'm 25 years old, I picked up the book, The Mystery Method, and shortly after that I read the book called The Game. You guys have all read that. I think it's a great story. I couldn't put the book down, but that is when I started, and I've been very consistent throughout there. So, and what's really helped me a lot is looking at things as a journey. Like I accepted that this is a journey, and it wasn't going to be something that I was just going to get a girlfriend real quick and, you know, settle down. So something that is really going to help you guys in going throughout this is ignoring short-term satisfaction. It's like the easiest thing to do. We want short-term gratification right away, and that's just it's gonna fuck you up, it's gonna suck you down, and you're not gonna progress the way you want. So something that a lot of the successful people in business and pickup in life, they're all long-term thinkers. They're all thinking long-term, and that's the way I think of things. Is that I've ingrained that into my brain, that I'm thinking long-term and looking at it like I got to put in the work. You know, I kind of think I have this thing in my mind that I kind of want to get to like 2,000 approaches, and then I'll like make a decision of where I want to go. But like I'm just going long-term, ignoring short-term satisfaction, and it's part of the reason that's got me from where I was back 5 years ago to where I'm very comfortable around beautiful women and going out and socializing and doing job interviews and going in my career and doing really well in my career, and have the confidence and ambition to go out and start a business, which is what I'm doing right now. So that's leading up to that. I want to talk about one of the key things that I've learned this year in 2015, and that is the lesson of patience. And we all want shit to happen right away. Like I could talk about experience this with this year starting an online business, is that I wanted everything to happen right away. Have a website up, get videos up, have like a long blog stream up, and it just couldn't happen right away. So luckily I've had some new mentors in my life, specifically Ty Lopez and this guy James Altucher, who really harp on long-term thinking and this getting 1% better every day, or like 0.5% better every day. So that is a huge mindset shift that I've had in terms of business, but I realized that that's how I was looking at pickup as well. It's just going out and getting like 0.2% better, 0.5% better. Instead of like, grinding it out, getting down on yourself if you're like getting rejected, and that's how you kind of like regress. But if you're like approaching and doing shit you've never done before, then you're getting 0.5% better, and that's gonna, 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, that's what's gonna make the difference. So that was huge for me. And also in pickup is knowing your why. It is like, why are you, I get asked this all the time, why are you doing pickup? Guys ask me this, and then when they find out, when they go out, I talk to a bunch of girls, they're like, why are you doing this? It doesn't make any sense. And part of that, the way that I've gotten through 5 years of this, is by having a bigger vision. Having a bigger vision for myself. And I'll tell you what my vision is for myself, so you guys can crystallize maybe where I'm coming from. I want to be maybe like semi-long-term. I want to be like a founder of a company that has like 50, anywhere from like 50 employees to like 150 employees, where I'm like leading like large teams, managing a bunch of projects, and having a lot of financial success, doing a lot of travel, doing business all over the world. That's kind of like the life I want to live and the impact I want to have. So like, if you reverse engineer that, you can't just wake up one day and be that guy who can manage people and lead people and inspire people and have people follow him and have a great team that works for you. So you have to build to that, and pickup is one of the ways that I've been able to get closer to that, is because what it takes to be successful at pickup is like so relevant to business and everything in life. You have to develop courage. You have to fucking ignore your emotions. You have to, and one of my favorite things is you have to develop personality. Really, it's like you have to really develop a strong personality, a personality that people want to be around. People want to be like you, and people want to look up to you, and they want to lead and follow you. And that is pickup like that in a nutshell. You want to be a guy that, at least I do, that's my kind of vision of myself, is I want to be a guy that, when they're around, when you're around me, that you feel good, you feel comfortable, and you feel like I'm like listening. So like that's why I've been able to go through a long 5 years of pickup and still progress. So that's kind of my why. Yeah, I already touched on reverse engineering, finding your vision, and then like working backwards to get there. That's huge. So like when times are tough and fucking you're getting blown out, that vision will hopefully pull you forward. When you can't push anymore, it fucking pulls you forward. That's the point of having that vision. So literally what I tell myself when I go out and game, and when times are shit, gaming's a fucking grind. It fucking sucks sometimes, and sometimes you just want to chill and fucking stay home, But what I tell myself to fucking, fuck with my brain, so just, I'm like, okay, I'm going out to work on myself. It's work. It's like clocking in. I'm going out to work on myself. There's no place I'd rather be. Get out here working on myself. It's fucking just, like work. Like, who gives a fuck what people are thinking? I'm working on myself to become who I want to be down the road. So that is a huge thing that's fucking helped me. And maybe 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, whatever, I'll wake up and I'll be an overnight success, Like everyone thinks that all these people who've achieved and lived like great lives, they think they're overnight successes, But really, there's like 5-10 years of fucking blood, sweat, and tears that go behind that shit. So, yeah, maybe one day I'll wake up overnight success after going through the hustle. Good. That's all I gotta say. That's first Q&A.
You had mentioned you're on a path of 2,000 approaches, and when you go out, you're going to do a lot of approaches.
Mm-hmm.
Are you also following a path of staying in sets that are going well, or are you more focused on, or how does that work for you?
Yes, you know what, I threw the number out 2,000. It's not like, it was an example of the number, but I have a number like, you gotta put in a large amount of approaches to really, be involved, like, to get to the next level, to really understand what you want out of girls. You gotta talk to a lot of fucking girls.
Well, that's true.
So that's kind of what I was referencing there. But about being in set longer is something that I've been really thinking about a lot this year, is because it's been kind of actually a sticking point too. Is that sometimes I'm like, okay, gotta hit a lot of approaches because that's gaming, right? Game's just a lot of approaches. I fucking approached 50 women tonight. But did you go anywhere with those women? Did you get any of their numbers? Are you fucking, yeah, that's definitely a very good point. So there's something I learned at the Todd talk.
Yeah.
He said, what did he say? Do a value assessment of what kind of value am I going to get from this set? Do I have more value going to another set, or is my value good here? Is my time spent well here? And so how I've been going about that is that I have been, like, if I find a girl, like a set of girls or something that we're having fun partying with, and like really like it's adding value to the night, then stay in set.
Cool.
But yeah, that is a good question, because that's been one of my sticking points too, is where sometimes I spend a whole night where I'm like, fuck, I talk to a shit ton of girls, but
Yeah, I've been there.
I got nothing,
Yeah.
I got no day two or nothing, so.
Yeah.
Where do you get the idea of when things get tough, that vision will pull me up?
Where did I get the idea? Like, who did I get it from? I got it from this guy named Scott Britton. Scott Britton was, I don't know what he's like. He owns a sales company now, but I listened to it over some podcasts that he was talking about a vision. He's a big guy on visions, but he talked about, a lot of times are going to be fucking tough, and usually you're going through your day, you're plowing through shit, but sometimes you need a pull, and that vision, having something that you're working towards is going to definitely pull you in the direction you want to go. Does that make sense?
No, that was actually very good. Anybody else have questions on this topic? Well, thank you, man.